Welcome back to Speed Chat Plus. We're gaming. It's game time. Hi,
It's a
Michael.
gaming kind of day. Hi,
It's
Aaron.
every day's a gaming kind of day. I mean, have you seen have you seen the weather outside? I haven't because my window's closed. So
It looks bright on my screen,
Oh no, it
actually.
definitely is. I gotta like hardcore block that off so it doesn't just
Yeah,
ruin my lighting in here. I
yeah,
gotta have light coming in this way and that way, and maybe if I
yeah.
just like tilt this a little bit this way so it's not in frame, maybe we'll have good lighting. But I don't want to do that. I'm comfortable here, so.
Nah. Weather is sunny. That's all you gotta know.
I know, isn't that crazy? I actually saw today like one of those graphs that shows the weather in America and if it's higher than usual, lower than usual, or like
Oh, yeah.
average. And the entire Midwest to Northeast is all higher than average. Like it is 80 degrees
It's
outside in the start of October.
all that I've seen this past month have been everything is higher than
Yeah.
average, warmer than average.
It's so
Yeah,
weird too because like the whole Wisconsin area is although it's higher than average, it hasn't like spiked. There's
yeah.
another graph I saw that was like the amount of 100-degree days that each state has had, and
Mm,
Wisconsin didn't get over 100 degrees at all. Like not for the entire
wow.
year of 2025. And yet we're still higher than average. So it's just a regularly higher than average without a straight up peak. It's
Yeah. I
weird.
was gonna say, like, for us, like, the weather service mentioned that like we've had like record-breaking heat in the past couple years where it was
Mhm.
like making national headlines, but we didn't even get like up to that temperature. I think the highest we got was like 112, which is still super
I mean,
hot in
that's
our
hot, but I mean,
area.
I've been in
Yeah,
Vegas when it's 112. Like
yeah,
it's hot, but it's like it's not burning the houses down. It's not you're not
exactly.
melting as soon as you step
Yeah,
outside. So,
yeah.
anyway, weather talk. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, you gotta start by the small talk of, how's the weather?
How's the weather
Lovely
over there?
weather,
Sunny
lovely
again?
weather. Yep.
I can't wait for it to be cold because having all of my electronics and everything running in my office like heats up the office a lot. So it's like I
Yeah.
will open the window to counteract it. We don't even gotta run the heat here. I'll just be playing video games or streaming something on my PS5, and that's enough to keep me warm.
That's fair. Yeah. The only interesting weather thing that did happen yesterday was like I was just like minding my business and then I suddenly heard and the wind started. I look
Yeah.
outside and I'm just like, why is it suddenly like knocking over trash cans outside out of nowhere?
It gets
Like what's
windy
going on?
there. It
It
does.
does. It's actually insane
Mm-hmm.
how windy it gets in the desert. So
All right, let's start out with some shout outs though. Do you have anything specifically you want to shout out? Because I have two, but I'll let you go first if you got anything.
that's fair. I need to like take more initiative with this podcast in terms of topics anyway.
That's okay.
So
If it's any consolation, I usually take a half hour before we start and collect things, right? It's like throughout the
yeah,
week there will be things that like I'll see and I'll grab and I'll put in the chat or I'll keep in the back
yeah,
of my mind. But then I'm like, oh, we recorded in a half hour? Okay, what's on Twitter? What did IGN post?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, keeping up with all the news outlets, right? So my first personal shout out is to just a nice nostalgic game that I just finally got like a code through the Bandai Namco Creator Collective. Very
Mm-hmm.
grateful for that. I got a code for Everybody's Golf Hot Shots,
I was seeing you
and
play that last night, and you were
yeah,
Pac
oh my God.
Man.
I got to play Pac-Man. I didn't, yeah, realize, but the pre-order DLC is Pac-Man and it came with my copy. So like I was chucking golf balls and
Mm-hmm.
chip-ins as like the iconic Pac-Man. I don't know, that the Hot Shots golf franchise was like my bread and butter growing up. Like I played so much of that on my PlayStation 2, just like in my own time. I loved that game as a kid, and I'm so glad that like it has so many nostalgic sound effects and stuff like that, even if like the visuals are more like updated. Like the fact that it's just like it's a Hot Shots golf game, it makes me happy. So I was really happy about that game. So shout out to that. And let's see, shout out to um yeah, shout out to Jackbox Games because
Hmm.
I recently got a package from them I haven't opened yet. I'm gonna wait until
Ooh.
I fire up my early access Steam copy of Jackbox Party Pack 11, which comes out later this month. It's October now, so
It is. Happy
later this
October.
month. Happy October, happy spooky season. Yeah, so Jackbox comes out with another party pack, and I'm always excited to like see what they have. And I've watched their gameplay from PAX that they had, where they had like some of the typical Penny Arcade Expo panelists and like guests like actually play the game.
Hmm.
Dominate is so much fun. I'm so excited to play that with people. It's gonna be, oh my God. Anytime there's a new Jackbox game, I'm all over it. I know people had mixed reviews on Party Pack 10, so there's a lot of high hopes for 11 to be like a bit better. I think from what I've watched, it's going to be awesome, and I'm really excited to play it. Um, and also shout out to, I don't know, just those of the viewers in my community, because I finally have a brand new PC. The
You
freezing
do.
problems
You're
are
not gonna
behind
freeze
us.
during the podcast now.
I'm
Let's
not I'm
go.
not gonna freeze anymore. It's I did a 4.5 hour stream with no issues,
Hmm.
followed by a 5 hour stream the same day with no issues. And I just did 5.5 hours of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Shout out to that game.
Bro's like
Cannot put the
tripled his
controller down.
stream time in the past like week, like from the past week, just
Yeah.
in a day and a half, because he can
It's
stream now.
I can stream now. I mean, I didn't think that I'd be, you know, like, because I could not afford this PC on my own,
Hmm.
and I'm very like excited about it. And
Oh,
it's
we count
also
our
very,
blessings.
it's exactly. I'm looking over. It's very beautiful. 7 RGB fans, just all colors. Like it's very cool.
Doesn't even turn it
And
off at night. He just lays in bed looking at the RGB.
yeah, right. It's so mesmerizing. But nah, anytime a gamer gets a new PC, it's like a joyous
It's
occasion,
like an
right?
angel gets its wings.
Exactly. It's kind of true. It's like that significant of a life event. Yeah, so I'm very excited about it. I still have a couple of things to tinker with it, but the fact that it's actually working now is like,
Hmm.
it is a blessing. And like, I mean, I can actually do my job again. I can actually sit here on podcasts and like
Hmm.
hold meetings and like conversations, and like I don't know, I could just actually be excited about like what I'm doing again. And
Oh
that
yeah.
it means everything when it's literally like the only thing I'm latching onto when things are kind of imploding in the country and in the world. Like I actually have like this setup that I'm like grateful for, where I can just be me and do me and play fun games. So
Yeah, and I'm happy for you, man. I actually
yeah,
have a
yeah, yeah,
funny like little shout out going back to the Hot Shots golf
yeah.
thing. So a little backstory is that every once in a while I'll let Michael go on my PlayStation account, and so he could play some of the games I have,
Yeah.
because I have like 300 games on there. I don't even touch half of them, and so
Plus you, yeah,
sharing is caring.
plus you have PlayStation Network and I don't. So
Yeah,
I get
exactly.
online access on games, even though my display name would be Megasnoop and not Smirky. So
So the
yeah.
ironic part though is that I was on my PlayStation account. I looked through like the store and everything to see what's on sale and see if anything in my wish list is on sale. I think you put the Hot Shots golf game on
I
my
did.
wish list, which you have now.
I
So
did.
I went ahead and removed it because I noticed that, and I was all like, I
You don't
don't
want
remember
Hot
putting
Shots
this here.
Golf?
Not that I
Man,
wouldn't
you're a
want it,
hater. You're a
right?
hater.
But like,
Everybody, this man's a hater. He hates this game. My heart.
did you just put it on my wish list for me? So you're like, listen, this is a good game. You should get it sometime. Let me do
I don't
the
know.
honors. I'll put it on your wish list.
I guess I just like clicked the button. I was on your account. Like
So
I
I
see
just,
I see the heart button. I click the
you're
heart
like, I
button. It's the
heart
follow
that
button.
game.
It's the like button. It's synonymous, you just gotta click it. Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. So when you brought up that game, that's what it reminded me of. Okay, but I do have a couple other shout
All right.
outs.
Yeah. What are your shout
The
outs?
first shout out is the new Little Nightmares 3 trailer. It looks pretty good. I've been kind of back and forth
Yeah.
on how excited I am for this game, just because of the fact that I've loved the Little Nightmares series forever, and they're at least matching tone as far as it goes. So as far as like the spooky level and the immersion, I think it looks great so far. The one thing, and I know I brought this up before, is just kind
Yeah.
of how the co-op works. My
Yeah.
complaint was about specifically how the puzzles work, and if you're playing alone, you're not getting as full of an experience as you are with co-op. But since putting that out, a lot of people have found that short, and it's like still consistently getting views to this very second, where it's like 100 views an hour or something like that. And a lot of
Nice.
people are leaving comments being all like, that's a great point, but also, did you know that you can't even do local co-op? You can't have two controllers, have somebody sit next to you and play together. It is
Whoa.
online only, and both players need to be on the same like console. So you can only do online co-op with somebody else on PlayStation if they have it on PlayStation, and with somebody else on Steam if they have it on Steam. So there's no crossplay. It's online co-op only, and it just feels so limiting, especially for a game that is made for co-op. Like that seems to
Yeah,
be what
that's
they're marketing
interesting.
for. So it's like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna make it co-op, either make it couch co-op or figure out a way where you can play with your friends. I don't even know, because I don't know if this has been announced or not, if both players need to have a copy of the game, or if it's gonna be like Split Fiction or It Takes Two, where only one person needs
Hmm.
to buy it and the other person can join. I'm not sure, and I'm sure there's probably information about that somewhere, or at least we'll
Yeah.
know when it comes out. But that is kind of concerning. So it feels like they're already limiting you with the gameplay, and being able to limit you even more with how you can play with your friends. I don't know how I feel about that. So more information to come in the future, but I just wanted to shout that out in case people didn't know. I didn't want to take a whole segment talking about it, but did want to shout that out. And then I
Yeah,
do.
so the next podcast that we film when this game comes out is all Little Nightmares, and I'll just sit here and smile and nod. That's the episode.
Okay, so here's the thing though. I'm looking at the dates on my calendar. It doesn't come out for another 9 days, so we will have another
Yeah,
recording before it comes out. But
yeah.
Ghost of Yotei comes out the day that this gets posted, so I will have
Yes.
a lot to say about that game. Early
Uh,
reviews
yeah.
have been phenomenal. People are,
Yeah,
are saying
yeah.
it's
They
great, and
have.
so I am so looking forward to that.
You're
Um,
streaming that game?
I do want to stream that game. I don't, even
Nice,
if
nice.
there's like nobody watching, I'm still gonna stream it, okay? Because it does
Yeah.
two things for me. Number one, it's a great way for me to be able to archive it and be able to pull footage from it. It's great instead of having to take up like 60 gigabytes on my hard drive for local
Yeah.
recording. And number two, somebody will show up eventually. I have hopes for it, and that's my way to connect with people, right? Hey, this is a great game. Have you checked it out yet? Oh, you've been playing? Oh, you're already halfway through? It's so good, right? Like, any way I can share my love of games, I absolutely take that, take that advantage, and it means a lot. So I do have
Hmm.
a second shout out though, and the second shout out is this additional trailer for SpongeBob SquarePants Titans of the Tide. I'm very much looking
Yes.
forward to this one as well. They
Oh,
have a whole
same.
trailer like showcasing the jellyfish fields, but it's frozen, and they do the whole Dirty Dan thing, and the pinhead joke, and it looks really good. And I did find the place where you can at least like do the early request for a review key, so I went ahead
Oh,
and
I need
submitted that.
that.
Okay,
I
yeah,
need
it's
that.
I'll
Yeah.
be sure to send that to you. Make sure that you remind me, because it's
Yeah,
like I
look,
know that
yeah,
THQ
I
Nordic has their
uh-huh.
own portal, right? And like
Yes,
it,
they do. They do.
but aside from that, there's additionally one where you can just request for the game, and so
Yeah.
that's what I found, and I sent a request. So I'll
Okay,
I'll be
sick.
waiting to hear back from that. But it
That's
looks
awesome.
fantastic. I
Oh
I
my
very
God.
much
And
want to
I
play
can
it.
say it plays fantastic because it was at Gamescom and I traveled there and
Mm-hmm.
that demo, oh God, I did like two different areas and like
Mm-hmm.
I had a ball. It was
If it
so
plays anything like the last one, oh, it's gonna be so good.
it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm gonna stream it. I'm
So
excited.
I'm gonna stream it
Ah,
all right. 100%
no.
it, platinum trophy it, and then platinum trophy it a second time on a different account.
There you go. On all the different consoles and versions. Yeah.
So that's actually what I did with the Cosmic Shake, because when I
Yeah.
got the Cosmic Shake, it has the base PS5 version whenever you get your key or you buy it, or whatever it happens to be. But when you get that, it has like two options, PS5 and PS4. Technically, in PlayStation on the back end, those are two separate games with two separate trophy lists. The trophy lists are identical, but that means you could play the PS5 version, play the game, get all the collectibles, get all the trophies, get the platinum, delete it, download the PS4 version, do it all again, get more trophies, get more achievements, and get a second platinum for it. So there's probably
Yeah.
6 or so games that I have 2 platinum trophies for, because I beat them once on PS5 and then beat them again on the PS4 version. So I did that with like Little Kitty Big City. I did that with SpongeBob SquarePants Cosmic Shake. I a couple others at least off the top of my head. I did that with Fall Guys. Fun fact: you could do it with Fall Guys.
Oh my gosh, wow. Man, I haven't thought about Fall Guys in forever.
I
Shout out Fall
haven't
Guys.
either. I think I hopped on it once last month because I just needed
Mm.
like something to play for a half hour in the evening while I was
Yeah,
waiting for something to render or I was watching something. And I was like,
man,
okay, I'll hop on Fall Guys. I won one game and went, I'm good. That's
done.
it. I'm done.
Fair. I feel
Uninstall.
like I feel like I need to shout out to the games that are like that, like Fall Guys and Party Animals that
Hmm.
probably get pretty underappreciated like in the space,
And
like as
honestly,
people forget about
Fall
them.
Guys, I think, should have taken off more when they released their creative because they allow people to
Um,
create their own maps and their own courses and stuff like that. And I think if it had a better, snappier grid system, so it was like a lot easier and less meticulous, it could have been way more approachable to more people and could have really taken
yeah,
off. Because they have a
yeah.
game mode where it just puts you into like a random user created, like generated course. And if you just keep on playing that over and over again, that's like free unlimited content because you're either getting something that's incredibly easy, incredibly difficult, incredibly stupid, incredibly genius. And I remember doing that when it first came out, and I was like, this is awesome. I want to make a video about this. I want to make like shorts about this. And then I just never did. And I probably should have, but it is actually free content, and it's kind of a bummer that it didn't take off more because it's
Yeah.
kind of what like Fortnite did with its creative that eventually branched off to make Fortnite what it is now as kind of
Yeah.
a pseudo Roblox uh, platform where you can play all these different games created by a bunch of different people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been interesting watching that unfold too. So
Hmm. Didn't even anticipate talking about Fall Guys today, but there you go.
there you go. Oh, and we had a lot of stuff to shout out. So
Hmm. All right, but
yeah.
we do have a lot of big topics to talk about today. Did you want to
A
get
lot of
into a lot of
yeah,
Xbox?
a lot of gaming news, and Xbox is right now taking the cake. There was
Hmm.
some other really big news as well, but we're gonna start with like how Xbox Game Pass is kind of taking over the conversation as we speak right now.
Hmm. So
How the
Microsoft confirms
prices,
changes to Game Pass, Essential, Premium, and
yeah,
Ultimate tiers. So the thing is the one point everyone is like honing in on is the Ultimate because that's what jumped up from $20 to $30. Now I understand that
yes,
most people that have Game Pass aren't paying for Ultimate. A lot of people just have that general first tier, which is $9.99 a month. I don't remember. Do you know how much it was before? I want to say it was like 8 or 9, so it still went
I don't,
up, but it's
yeah,
not by
it
nearly as much.
maybe 7.99. Don't quote me on
Mm-hmm.
that, but like, yeah, now it's like 10 a month. So
Mm-hmm. And then the premium went up to 15 a month, up from I think about 12. And then what really
yeah,
hits headlines is when the ultimate goes from $20 to $30 because that's a 50% increase. That is a lot. And people
yeah.
don't want to pay for $30 a month for anything, right? Like,
Especially like the fact that Xbox games through Game Pass are not games that you own,
mm-hmm,
right? You still have to buy it at whatever discount is offered or at full price, depending on if it's supported by Game Pass in that sense.
mm-hmm.
So there's so many different takes being like put out there right now. Yeah.
And the big thing with the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to like they're trying to sway it in a point where like, hey, guess what? It's not actually that bad because even though you're paying more, you're getting more out of it. Which I
Yeah.
mean, are you? Most people are buying the
That's
Game Pass in order to play the games. They don't care about these extra exclusive quests and points and shop and earns and stuff like that. Like it's nice to have maybe a little perk, but a lot of different companies have these things built in instead of making you earn them by paying extra. It's like I'm looking at the rewards list right here where it's all like check mark to this. You get access to
yeah.
quest, unlock excessive or exclusive quests, bonus earn
Yep.
rate times 1 times 2. I feel like I'm looking at like a credit card sheet. Do you want the platinum card at times 2 points or do you want the ultra visa express at times 4 points? That's what it feels like.
It kind of does, right? Like, I mean, hey, you got to get the air miles. you
You
know?
gotta get the air miles, man. Gotta get that 2% cash back, you know? Additional
Yeah.
points for select Game Pass library games and add on purchases, 5% or 10% in Ultimate. Ooh.
People don't care as much about that as they
Mm hmm.
do about like the amount of games that they have access to, which is
Mm hmm.
the
That's
big
why
draw,
people would
I
go for
think.
Ultimate, because they wanted the access
Yeah.
to most games.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to remember, there's specific games that will be like day one on Game Pass, but only at certain tiers. And so people will specifically do
Yeah.
that tier. But here's the fact of the
Yeah.
matter, right? If you're spending $30 a month to get that $60 game like day one, and then you're waiting another 2 to 3 months for that next $60 game for day one, because that's what people do. Instead of spending $60 per game every 2 months, you just get Game Pass, and then when the game comes to Game Pass, you play it day one, and you're saving money because you're not spending full prices on games. But at $30 a month now, if you're not doing that for a new game every single month, you're wasting money. You might as well just buy the games at that point.
Yeah, I mean, $30 is like you can get a lot of games for $30 as
Mm-hmm. Oh,
well. Like,
especially
I
on
mean,
Steam. Ooh, shout out Steam. They're having another sale right now, actually.
they are. The autumn sale is
Mm-hmm.
all over my like timeline. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I bought up a
Uh,
couple games that I'm going to be planning on making a big video for over
ooh,
the course of the holiday season. So there's a lot of games
nice.
coming out like October, November into December, and then once all those games have passed, I'm going to work on this big project. I'm very excited. Hopefully, I don't want to spill the beans too much though. So.
That's fair enough. Yeah, and you gotta wait to see which ones are like nominated for the Game Awards and
Of
win for
course,
the
of
Game
course.
Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think the whole sentiment with this is how a lot of conversation is happening about how like much Xbox has like been taking some hits this year.
Mm-hmm.
I like and this is something that like I say as someone that is like pretty connected with Xbox. I've like,
Like, you
gotten
know
recently
people
connected
there.
with them. I know some people there now, but like even then, like the reality is that like the console prices did go up. And I mean, obviously market trends. What that there are factors like that at
Mm-hmm.
play, but there is also, I think, as Aaron mentioned, like some of the greed factor that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
Console prices going up. Game Pass is now going up at like 50% for Ultimate. They have done a lot about like you know third parties and like not necessarily going as exclusive, which I think that's just kind of how things are going more with gaming as a whole. It's becoming a lot more open, cross-platform. Everybody can be part of the game. But yeah, I think especially now I'm seeing a lot of cancellations with like
Oh
people's
yeah,
Game Pass subscriptions from
everybody.
this. It's undeniable that there's going to be some hits from for Microsoft from this decision if it sticks, if they don't reconsider.
Yeah, my entire timeline right now is literally
Yeah.
like people being all like, "Time to cancel that," and it's
Yeah.
just a lot of people showcasing you've ended your subscription, and it's right now you're a Game Pass subscriber, right? Not that you paid
I
$1 million for it. You were blessed enough to
I
get what was it, like a
yeah.
full year?
Yeah, I was gifted a full year by Xbox, full disclosure.
Mm-hmm. Like
But
I'll get
I
the
don't
3 months from
yeah.
Discord every once in a while, you know?
Yeah, but the recurring billing I think is the main thing where it like shows the date, but like
Mm-hmm.
I have it completely turned off. So I don't plan on like purchasing Game Pass Ultimate right now, and this decision, if it stuck and if it trended that way, it would drive me a bit further away from wanting to like purchase it someday. Um I mean, not everybody has like the access that I currently have in terms of like being able to be more connected with Xbox, but and I really enjoyed being connected with Xbox, but it is at the same time not void of criticism, and when it comes to decisions like this,
Oh, absolutely. No,
as
I
much
mean,
as like as much as I can love the time that I have with Xbox, I can also toss criticisms and constructive feedback, and I don't think that a lot of this is like the move.
no, I agree. I mean, PlayStation did the same thing. I think it was earlier this year when they raised all the
Yeah,
prices for PS Plus. I
yeah.
had like the highest tier PS Plus subscription, so I could play the Sly Cooper games on PS3. That was like
Oh,
basically the only
love
way you could
those.
do it. And
Yeah.
so that just carried all the way through till the end of this month. and I've been taking full advantage of it, of trying new games that I hadn't tried before. Blueprints I actually got through PS Plus.
Oh,
I didn't have to
nice.
buy that game. Phenomenal game, by the way.
I need to see if Blueprints is on Game Pass though.
It might be. Yeah, take a look. Play it before your subscription runs out. Brilliant game. So much fun. But now that PlayStation Plus, my PlayStation Plus is expiring, although it's a business expense because I use it for games to review and footage for shorts and videos, I just can't justify spending the price on it at the moment. I think if
Yeah.
anything, if there's an online game that I want to play, like the upcoming Call of Duty, I'll get like 1 month so I could play that game online for 1 month, and then at the end of that month, see if I still want to play online. And if not, I won't touch it. And I know PlayStation specifically does this thing where you can claim your free games with PS Plus, but you can only play them if you're an active PS Plus subscriber. So it's like by losing my PS Plus, I lose access to about 100 of my 300 games. But like,
Yeah.
let's say I want to go back and play one of those, or I need to record something for like a video and I need that. I can then go in and just get 1 month of subscription and then do whatever video stuff I need to do then, and then reassess. But doing these yearly subscriptions just doesn't feel worth it anymore because I'm not fully utilizing everything that has to offer, and it's just way too much for the whole year.
Yeah. Update Blueprints. I can play it with cloud gaming on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
And you have that, right? Like that works? Okay.
I
It's not
mean,
that intense
well, I
of a game.
mean,
You don't need fast reaction, so if there is that little bit of a latency because it's on cloud, it's fine. It's still good. It's still worth it, I promise.
yeah. Or installed, included with your just I don't know, whatever. Yeah, but yeah, there's that. Yeah, cloud gaming's another big thing for Xbox Game Pass. I could also maybe just like get it because of the Steam Autumn sale as well.
How much is it on Steam right now?
I just pulled it up. October 6th is the offer ending. This is an example of what you can buy with Steam Autumn Sale, which I don't even think we put on the list of topics. Maybe Aaron's doing that now. Blueprints, it's 25% off. So
Okay, so it's 22.50
22
instead of
for
its regular 30.
yeah. What I like is what I'm seeing scrolling down because it says buy black and blue bundle. You can the bundle for inscription and blueprints is normally 10% off, but it's actually currently 39% off. So you can get
Ooh,
inscription and blueprints for 27.43,
that's not
like
half
which is
bad.
basically the same price. And for context, inscription um is like a card battler like deck building game that's really renowned. They actually won like game of the year at the Game Developers Choice Awards
Mm-hmm.
like a year or
I
two
mean,
ago.
do you know? Do you know? It's a deck builder game, yes, but it is so much more than
It's so
that.
much more. It's no, yeah,
It
it's
is one of
way
those that you
more.
do not want to be spoiled for. Go in blind and just play it. Like,
Yeah.
do it.
Y- Yeah, it's something. It's very much along the lines though of psychological horror, I will
Mm-hmm.
say. And I'm not too much of like a horror fanatic, but
I like
like
psychological more horror more than I like jump scares. That's for sure.
yeah. And that game is also 60% off right.
Hmm.
It's only $8 for inscription. So, you can also bundle that together with Clover Pit for 15.28, 43% off, which by the
Clove.
way, Clover Pit is one of those indie games that everybody is streaming right
Yeah,
now.
because it's like gambling. That's all it is. It's gambling.
Yeah, yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
basically is. It's basically roguelike gambling. So check that one out as well. That one is $9, 10% off
So the
in
fun
the
fact is I
sale.
actually referred to that in my Silk Song video because of the fact that Clover Pit was one of the few games that had to move its release date to avoid releasing next to Silk Song.
Oh my gosh.
So if you didn't know, now you know. That's the little fun story behind Clover Pit. And then
Yeah.
Baby Feet also came out like literally within the past week as well, and that's another one of those.
Mm.
I called it Rage Slop because it's just one of those games like getting over it, or a difficult game about climbing that people play and it's difficult and it makes them go, I hate this, everything sucks, and then you
Yeah.
fall and
Yeah.
lose an hour of progress. But I used that terminology on one video and people got like upset. They're like, "How dare you call this slop?" And I'm like, "I'm just using terminology. I'm not saying
Oh
it's
man.
bad." But yeah, Baby Feet is another indie game that had to
Yeah,
move its date and came out recently too.
yeah. And then the last one I'll call out, not that we had a segment on this, but the last one I'll call out is Megabonk. That also
I've
was
heard
making
great
waves
things about
recently.
that too. A lot of great games out right now.
The
Absolutely.
indies are thriving, and the triple A's are
Crying.
making Game Pass cancellations and prices going up, and hopefully not layoffs following. God, I hope not. But like we've had enough of those. But
Hmm.
I guess never enough. You don't know. But yeah. So
And can I just shout
Xbox,
out the fact
man.
that Mega Bonk and Clover Pit are each
Yep.
under $10?
Yeah.
Like it is budget gaming is doing so well right now.
It's it.
Phenomenally.
I mean, oh my gosh, y'all! Like, the amount of budget games we're probably going to see at the Game Awards.
Oh, I know. I feel
It's
like we're seeing a shift. Again, I like this is literally the focal point of the Silk Song video I made where like
yeah.
I know it's always like, "Oh yeah, the indie games are good and AAA games are bad," but we are seeing a shift with like how games are being presented. Like these indie games, not only are they cheap, they're getting cheaper and cheaper because they know they would rather provide a good game at affordable prices rather than trying to squeeze out every profit margin that they can. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe you can sell 5 million copies at $40, but you can also sell 5 million copies at $20 and people will look at you better for it.
Yeah.
Cuz you
100%.
don't need all that extra money. I mean, who do you think you are? Someone with shareholders?
Speaking of extra money, if we don't have anything else to talk about on the Xbox topic,
Oh, I just Xbox stinky.
okay, got you. The other interesting, like big, massive gaming news that was like making incredible headlines
Mhm.
was that EA Electronic Arts
Mhm.
was bought out for $55 billion with a
Billion
capital
with a
B.
B.
Not million, billion, $55 billion.
I mean, you say capital B, but the article I found has a lowercase b, but
Oh, okay, buddy.
but
All
they
right.
put
Tell us
BN.
more. All right, tell us more, smart
Yeah, so
Alexton over here.
EA got bought out. It went from being publicly traded to privatized. So once it got bought out, all of the shareholders got like basically refunded their shares, and I think it was at like 200 some odd a share. So I
It's
mean,
like
all
210.
yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of those at least those people got money out of it. But I can't say that they were probably really hoping that they were gonna retire off of EA stock because I mean
I
EA's
hope
just been.
not.
I feel like EA's been going down recently. I'd have to look at it, but as far as I can tell, people have not been very favorable about EA. The best EA game that I can think of recently has been Split Fiction. But the fact of the matter is it still brings in a lot of money, mostly from like FIFA. FIFA alone is probably keeping EA.
FC 26 is like top
Mm-hmm.
of the crop that right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
everyone has been excited for that one.
But the weirdest like connection. So before I even get into who bought it, right? When I first saw the news, I had hope in my heart. I went, okay, maybe somebody out there saw a vision and they went, wow, EA is so not being well received by its community that we could buy it and turn it around and make it a reputable gaming publisher again. And that was the hope I had because all you need to
That's the
do is
hopium.
limit
Yeah.
the microtransactions, make sure that you're providing a good gaming experience. It's not hard to do. They used to do it, and then I saw who bought it, and now I don't think that anymore. So I don't know the exact name. It's Jared Kushner's Affinity
Yep.
Partners, and if you don't know who Jared Kushner is, I learned who Jared Kushner is over the weekend.
Who is
That
Jared Kushner, Megasnoop?
That
Who
is
is Jared
Donald
Kushner?
Trump's son-in-law. He's married to Donald Trump's daughter. It's the Saudi Arabia's public investment fund and Silver Lake and Jared Kushner's affinity partners. And
We got the
why do they
Trump
even
affinity and the Saudi affinity.
why do they want it? Why do they want EA? What's the goal here? And as far as I can tell, they just I don't know. Together with our partners, we will create transformative experiences to inspire generations to come. That sounds like
A
another
lot of buzzwords.
It's
It's a lot of
buzzwords. It sounds like it was
buzzwords.
written
Yeah.
by AI. I know it was an art. It was like literally a word article. They had an interview, but like, bro, this is if they didn't get bought out, this is probably what EA's tagline was before. And I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. If you took this
Yeah.
exact like interview a year ago and said, "All right, EA, what is your main goal?" They would probably say, "We want to create transformative experiences to inspire generations to come," and then still produce a million sports games with 100 microtransactions in each one that is basically gambling, right? Like, so I don't even understand how they expect to make up that 55 billion without pushing more microtransactions. But as much as I hoped
Yeah.
that maybe this could be something positive, it does not look like it's going to be
It's got
positive.
it's got a lot of people nervous. There's a couple. So I'm doing a TwitchCon charity streaming panel of panelists that include Lil Simsy and Spring Sims.
Mm-hmm.
And as the second name implies, they are both very into the Sims community, and the
Mm-hmm.
Sims is EA. And there's a lot of nervousness right now, not only from the microtransaction side, but the inclusivity side, knowing how, you know, we're talking about the Saudis and how that may or may not, you know, shake things up. And it's not just The Sims. We're
Mm-hmm.
also talking about other EA franchises.
Need for
We're talking about
Speed, EA
Need for Speed.
VC.
We're talking about BioWare. We're talking about I think Mass Effect is also like
Mm-hmm.
tapped into that a little bit. So
Madden and Battlefield
Madden
6.
Battlefield 6,
Those are
yeah.
huge games.
And yeah, so and then like a lot of my friends in the queer community are like pretty nervous. So it's got a lot of eyebrows raised, it's got a lot of question marks, and we're very uncertain about how this is all going to turn out. It's a massive figure, a massive deal.
Part of me was
Like,
thinking like there's no way it could be any worse, right? But we both know that's wrong because that's what we said about Twitter when Elon Musk bought it out.
whoo
Oh.
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like you
Yeah,
have something like The Sims, right, where the base game is already $40 when it launched, and then every single they have like what 100 different expansions, all at $20 each.
yep.
So you end
It's
up
yeah,
spending, in order to get the complete game, you're spending like $400 to get all of the little additions and add-ons, and that's
yeah.
The Sims is a great game, but it was just surrounded by such predatory marketing that they're somehow going to make it worse. I don't know how, but they're somehow going to make it worse.
It's this deal is going to play out, and there's nothing we can do about it right now until things happen. So,
Mm-hmm. So, if anything, maybe Hazelight Studios, who makes It Takes Two and
mhm.
Split Fiction, maybe they'll find another publisher, or maybe they'll still be completely free to make the choices they want. Because that's why I always had mad respect for Hazelight Studios. They said, "Oh yeah, I know that there's like a lot of controversy with EA and how they run their businesses, but they've always been so hands off whenever it comes to something we want to make. They trust our vision, they trust our process, and they're just here to publish our game." So
Yeah,
now with this acquisition, I don't know if that's still going to be the case, and if it is
yeah,
going to change, I hope that Hazelight finds someone who will still let them be them, because they already have a
yeah,
game of the year under their belt and potentially another one in Split Fiction, though it's going to be tough to go against the other
yeah.
ones this year. But it's still a fantastic game, and it'll be really interesting to see where things go from here. So,
I just think that between the news with Xbox and EA, it's really like, I mean, we're the gaming industry. When you zoom out to like the gaming industry, I mean, things are shaking up so much right now compared to like a year ago,
mm-hmm,
obviously
right?
years ago, but the past year, I mean, there's already been trends and stuff, but these two news bits are like, I would say like pretty big,
These are
like
big deals.
the implications, the precedents. It's like it's massive. I don't think like, I mean, especially like with like, I don't know if like, I think that if I go to an event like the Game Developers Conference again, it's going to be a so much more different vibe. Like the shifts that these two events have, that other similar events have with like consoles raising prices, I think it's really gonna uh like the shift is gonna be very noticeable going into next. So I don't know. I still want to go and cover it, but like
Oh,
I don't
absolutely.
know. Yeah, I think someone's got to cover it, right? But
Somebody
it's
got to do the dirty work.
yeah, but no, it's just man, it makes me really, really curious about like where the next 5, 10 years are gonna go.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um,
If anything, this is just driving me more and more into like the indie scenes. It really is because there's so many
yeah,
different
no,
indie
for real.
games or even like, double A studios cuz like something like
Yeah,
Little Nightmares 3 isn't triple A, right? Like that's not where it categorizes itself. It's somewhere
yeah,
in between. I think it's like a single A, double A, but that's like where most of my attention is going lately. Whenever I look at
yeah,
upcoming games, I'm not marking down the big EA releases. I'm not marking down like the big Ubisoft releases. I'm usually marking down like the Yuka Replays or the Little Nightmares 3 or the SpongeBob Titans of the Tide. And that's what we're showcasing here. That's what
yeah,
our shoutouts typically do. Your hot
yeah,
shot golf, like that's
yeah.
that's where our attention is because those have been the games that have been worthwhile by publishers and by developers who actually care about their communities and the
Yeah.
product that they're releasing. So that's it's just I feel like that's a sentiment you hear probably all over the internet from a lot of different gaming communities and podcasters, but there's a reason you hear it so often.
There's a
It's
reason it's so collective.
because it's true. It's where we're
Yeah,
steering towards right now. Everything
yeah.
at the top is a mess, so we're all can like kind of down here at the bottom having fun with our little video games with people who are making enough but not price gouging and still passionate about the work that they're doing.
I'm so curious. Like the thought has crossed my mind if like because the pandemic really had a lot of like lead up to this with like how unexpected and earth-shattering it was. Like I
Mm-hmm.
really wonder how different the year 2025 would be for various industries, especially in technology, had that event not occurred. Like it makes me so curious like how the timeline would be there versus what it is here.
I
So,
would definitely
anyways.
like my argument is that we would definitely not be seeing the exact trends that we're seeing, but we would just be split off into an alternate idea of of the same trends because this
Mm,
corporate greed and this price gouging has always kind of been a thing. It's just that without the
yeah.
cataclysmic 2020 event that kind of skyrocketed us to get there faster, I think a lot of this was probably inevitable anyway, just not
Mhm.
necessarily EA specifically being bought out or Xbox specifically raising its Game Pass prices. But like we probably would see these price hikes. We probably would see these, just unethical practices in gaming. It just probably wouldn't have hit all at the same time and so quickly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? There are still other great games that are coming out though that we can look forward to. Would
Like
you
what,
like?
Aaron?
I was thinking Wizard
Oh.
101. That's the one I know I'm kind
Oh
of going out of order with the
yeah.
the bullet points, but this is the one that I
Nah.
had up right now, and I think that Wizard 101 is definitely not AAA, but it's been around for
No.
a long time, and it's kind of like the
Yes.
cousin to our roots of Toontown Online. There's such a
It
big
is.
overlap between the Toontown community and the Wizard 101 community that our very
Yeah.
first podcast here on Speed Chat Plus, we dedicated like half of the episode to talking about both of those games.
We did. And now Wizard 101 is it's been known that it is coming out for consoles soon.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have a definitive date for
Yeah.
the console releases on Xbox and PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. Nintendo Switch is expected at a later time, but right now it is announced just today as of this recording that
Mm-hmm.
Wizard 101 will be coming to
And
October 9th.
it'll be releasing a week from the day that we post this. So wow, yeah, look at
What do you
that.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we do a Wizard 101 segment next week. You never
Maybe.
know.
Maybe we both have to play on console and play together because it is cross. So you could get it on Xbox and I could get it on PlayStation. We
Right.
could play together. Hmm.
Yeah, it's all on the same server, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty interesting. But nothing about the Wizard 101 on the console is going to the PC like at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing. Crown Shop, accounts, characters, like your characters, like your wizards.
Yep.
It's all on its own. And it's really interesting because people talk about all the time in their respective niche communities. Wow, what if X game came out on console? What if Toontown was on console?
I've heard
What
what if
if,
Toontown on console so many times.
yeah, right? But like
Mm-hmm.
actually seeing a game like that on console and it puts perspective on like the development process and how you have to reshape the UI to like be more friendly with like, the compatibility of a game controller versus a mouse and a keyboard, like, or rather like how you navigate things differently on console versus PC
I would
device,
definitely
right?
assume that it does like kind of the cursor option. The cursor option has been really popular, probably because the first time I saw it was Assassin's Creed Origins, which was I don't know,
Yeah,
a good 7, 8, almost 9 years
while
ago,
ago.
where
Yeah,
you use like the joystick to move like a circle like around the screen and
yep,
select things. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be like that. If you were to play
yeah,
Backyard Baseball on the PlayStation 5 right now, works exactly the same way, where you just like have a
yeah,
cursor that you move with the Joy-Con on your controller. So
yeah,
my assumption is it's probably going to be like that.
yeah, for sure. Anything else you want to comment on when it comes to Wiz on consoles?
I mean, I could just go over the quick FAQ because there's going to be people who have these questions, which is exactly
Sure.
why right after we're done with this, I'm going to go back to editing the short that I recorded for it so that I can get that information out there. Because here's the thing: whenever it comes to like content on YouTube or anything, always pay attention to trends, see what comes up in like searches. My
Yep.
initial like, hey, Wizard101 is coming to consoles. That I just it was a fun little thing that I threw up to have a short for the day. Ended up getting like a good 50,000 views over the course of.
Jeez.
Let me see exactly what it is, so I'm not like just misquoting. But the fact of the matter is that it ended up getting a ton of views just because people were bringing it up in search results. They would Google or they would YouTube like Wizard 101 on console, and my short would come up and they'd watch it, and it just continued to get views over time. Yeah, so it was called What You Should Know About Wizard 101 Coming to Console. And yeah, it's upwards of 79, almost 80,000 views now. So here, I'll even like show it on the screen if people
Wow.
really
Wow.
care. So you can see like the initial uptick of it getting like, it's 8,000 views in a day. And then it just gradually grew as time went on. And even more around like, when is that? May? I guess there was another announcement then. And all of
Huh.
this is YouTube search. It's just people coming up in the search. So whenever you notice
Yep.
something like that and you're like, okay, this is actually information people are looking for, it's information people care about, yeah, by all means, like make make content around it and people will find it. So that's why I'm like, ooh, this would be good if I went in and actually like went through the FAQ and talked about all these different questions that people probably have because they're too I wouldn't say lazy. It's the fact of the matter is for a lot of people the first time that they're going to hear about this is that they're going on YouTube and they're scrolling through shorts to find something to occupy themselves so they don't have to think about their own existential dread, and then they pop up with, hey, did you know Wizard 101's coming to consoles? Here's everything you need to know before they even see it on Twitter, before they even see it on the Wiz website, before their friend tells them on Discord. This is the first line of news that they're getting,
Yeah.
so get all that information, compile it, hand it to them, and they're like,
And
oh,
then you
that's
get
cool.
and then you get a 25% of the comments being all like, "Wait, this game still exists?"
Yeah, that's always fun too. How many comments does this one have? Let's see. Does it even tell me? It's a good
It's
amount. There's
good.
that's
Yeah.
that's a good amount of comments.
Mhm.
But yeah,
That's good.
so the things to know about this is can you log into Wizard 101 with your console account? No, they are separate. Your PC account, your console account, absolutely different. It's not
Yeah.
crossplay with PC either, so you can't play
No.
with PC players, and that means you can't go on PC, get your character, and then have them carry your console character. Not gonna happen.
No.
Sorry, unfortunate. Uh,
Everybody on console on launch starts fresh.
Yes, they do. Nobody's
Start
at
fresh.
Darkmoor already, okay? Wherever that is.
No.
Everybody's
No.
growing together. Everybody's going to
Yep.
be fighting over that first boss.
That's right.
Can I transfer my PC character to console? No, everybody's starting fresh. And besides, it takes away half the fun. Like, I
It
remember
does.
that being a big thing on Toontown for a while, where I think it was Toontown Fellowship, right? Allowed you to make a copy of your
Yeah.
TTR tune and bring it over. And people were doing
Yeah.
that to bring their max tunes over. Or maybe it was their TTO tune. Whatever it happened to be, they bring their tune over, and then they would be like, yeah, now I can go CEO and VP, and they would end up spending less time on the game because they're skipping over a
Yeah.
big portion of what makes the game fun. They would just go
Exactly.
to do the couple end game stuff and then realize that there's nothing else to do because they've already finished, and then they would quit. They would stop playing.
Because you don't want to start a new character. You want to transfer your character over. But by doing this, it eliminates that, like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna hop on for 2 hours, leave. You
Mm-hmm.
actually get players that actually start their adventure on Wizard 101 actually like get invested in
Mm-hmm.
spending their time going through the adventure, you know,
Absolutely. Besides, you
no,
never
no
know how
matter how
your
long
second
it is.
playthrough is going to go. You might meet new people, you might take different paths, you might do different, like with Toontown, take different gag tracks, you know? On Wizard
Exactly.
101, try a different wizard. Go from ice to
Yeah,
fire or death or whatever it happens to be.
exactly.
Always try something new. You can't make purchases on the website and have it transferred to the console. Everything that you buy on console needs to be bought from the console or the respectable console website. So, like, you can't buy it from wizard101.com, but you can go to store.playstation.com and buy it there. But just know
Yeah.
that those are separate stores. They don't connect, and this will be something that people will have issues with. I am sure
Yeah.
on the back end at Kings Isle support, they already have an entire prompt of like, okay, we're expecting people to be like, why do I not have membership? And then you have to look up their account and you have to be like, you see, you bought it on the PC website and it doesn't transfer to console.
Yeah.
Go ahead and refund it there. Give them a link to the console one, have them buy it there instead, right? So this is something that they're anticipating, that they're hoping
Mhm.
that the FAQ will at least keep some people from making that mistake, but they know that people are going to make
Yeah.
that mistake.
100%. Yeah.
And then this one's interesting. Can I play the same console account on different devices? It depends. If you create an account with a particular console and intend to use a different console from the same company, you will be able to use the same account. So you can go from Xbox One to Xbox Series X or PS4 to
Yep.
PS5, but you can't switch swap, you know? Because it's
Yeah.
connected to your Xbox account, it's connected to your PlayStation
Your Sony
account.
account. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So that is kind of interesting. But on the other side, all the consoles do play on the same server.
yeah. Yep.
So Xbox players and PlayStation players and eventually Switch players will all be able to play together as well.
Yep.
And the big thing that I'm very happy about, because we did not get information on this at all, is will you need Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus? And thankfully, the answer is no. You can get a one
Thank you.
month and a 6 month membership for the game itself through the Crown Shop, but you do not need to get PlayStation Plus, which is huge because, man, we were just talking about it earlier how big of a
Yeah.
scam it is that you need PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live to play online. So, like, for something like
Or
Call of
Nintendo
Duty,
Switch Online.
yeah, or
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Online. You want to race online with your friends on Mario Kart? You got to get Nintendo Online, which
I miss the
granted
Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. I'm
it is
sorry. I miss it.
it is cheaper than the PlayStation Plus or the Xbox
Yeah.
Xbox Live, but it's still like that's kind of a scam because you don't need
We
that for PC.
we need family plans on the other top
We
like
do. Why is there no
consoles.
family plans? That's the
We I
one of the few things Nintendo did right, you know?
Yeah, I'm on a family plan. I want to like,
I'm also on
be
a
able
family
to
plan. Shout out my friend Noah. He's paying for my Switch Online.
Our friends are basically family, you know
I
what I'm
appreciate him
saying?
so much.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
such a scam, like when you already spend like $70 for a Call of Duty game, and then you have to buy the monthly subscription to additionally play it online. Like,
man.
let's be real, most people aren't playing Call of Duty to go play the campaign and then stop. That's not the point of the $70 game.
No.
They're buying it
No.
so they can play zombies online with their friends or level up in multiplayer, and you can't do that without the PlayStation Plus Xbox Live. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
um,
And I mean, uh we could talk about COD because they just had their COD Next
that
event.
would be. I actually would love to talk about that because I think it would be a great
Yeah.
like contrast as somebody here who has played every single COD from COD 2. I didn't play COD 3, but I'm going to see about getting to that. That is into one of my projects I'm working on. But
Aha.
I've played every COD from COD 4 to present, and then as you, somebody from the outside, how it looks to you and how it appeals to you, and when you're like, ooh, that kind of looks good, and kind of get
Yeah.
that reaction. Because for me, I'll see something
Yeah.
that they'll announce and they'll be like, we're bringing back Nuketown for the fifth time, and I'm all like, oh god, Nuketown again for real. But for you, you might be like, oh, Nuketown, that's pretty cool. I like the way
I was
that
like, "Oh,
looks.
wow." Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, I mean, there are like hardcore Call of Duty fans. There's a lot of them, but there's
Mm-hmm.
also going to be folks within the gaming sphere that, are like, "Okay, all my friends have played Call of Duty for God knows how long, and it's about time I at least see what's cooking, what's happening."
Mm-hmm.
And I was invited to the watch party program that they did for the event, and I got some swag, stuff like that. Like here's the water bottle. Here's
Nice.
the wooden, like, I
The
mean, the wood,
coaster.
like the coaster. I
Oh,
got
heck
quite a few of
yeah.
these.
Wait,
These
can
are
I show
cool.
off my
So,
coaster? Wait, coaster buddies? Look at this.
yo, coaster buddies, your bells on your knees.
Your bells are your knees.
What the heck, man?
I think I got this from
Tom Nook,
I
man.
got it
Tom Nook.
from GalaxyCon. That's where I got that from.
Oh yeah, in Columbus, right? You went
Mm-hmm.
to yeah. So shout out TuneFest. But anyways, yeah, so they sent me some stuff and I got to tap into the event and watch it, and it was like pretty cool. Like we saw tons of world live gameplay premieres, and I thought it was awesome that it was like from the perspective of like creators that actually know what they're doing.
Oh
Like they
yeah,
brought
and you don't just bring in
200 and
like
yeah.
a developer that's all like, "Look, I know how to play." You know, you bring in people that know how to pick up the game and suddenly be good at it to make it look good.
Yeah, they flew out like 250 creators to Vegas, and
Mm-hmm.
they flew people in from all corners of the world, and like they, got to like be some of the first people to play all these like newly announced maps and modes and zombies. And there were some people even playing mobile, and lots of like anniversary stuff. And yeah, Black Ops 7 is because I've heard different sentiments from the gaming community at large. People say that they don't care about it, and I say that they're really excited for it. So I was like, you know what? Let's dive in. Let's see what exactly is going on here. And I thought it was an enjoyable, like, I could really appreciate like how the maps like visually looked. I could appreciate the
Mm.
gameplay, high intensity. I could appreciate how created through the overclock system. I could appreciate the cute robot dog like character that like helps you out with your weapon. Like, I don't know, like you could pet the dog, right? Like that's all that matters to me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, it looks pretty solid, honestly.
Yeah, I know a few people that were there. Like I personally know Dirty. I've hung out with him before. We went to lunch one time. I'll always hold that memory
Nice.
together. And I saw him playing, and he looked like he was having a good time. I saw Scope
Yeah, he
played,
was
Scump played, and he dropped over a
skunked.
hundred kills. Dude still got it, even though he's a
Yeah,
retired COD pro. And then
yeah.
even like the current COD pros were there in like Shotzi, most recent world
Yep.
champion for Call of Duty, and the Esports World Cup champion for Call of Duty. And then
Yes.
Simp, who I think is still on Phase. He didn't. He was one of the
Yep.
ones that stayed on Phase this year, and
Mm.
they seem to be liking it so far. They really have. They were talking
Yeah.
up the movement, but this is also like something that happens at the beginning of every single COD cycle, where all these
Yeah.
people who are really engrossed in COD love it. And at least that's a good sign, because if from the very
Always.
beginning
Yeah.
they hate it, you know it's going to be a bad COD year. So at least from the
Yeah.
beginning, if they love it, there's a chance that they continue to love it as time goes on. But I
Yeah.
do still fear for the whole like microtransactions
Yeah.
and everything that kind of made Call of Duty fall apart from before. I don't know
Mm.
if you saw this one tweet though. So I do think it's kind of quirky. There's a lot of like guns and the gunplay and the equipment that look really good. But let me see if I can find this specific. I don't know if it's a gun or a kill streak or what it is, but there was one that Simp was using that he's like, "Oh yeah, this is totally getting banned. There is no way that we're going to be allowed to use this in competitive, right?"
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, I found it. So it is
Okay.
one of the snipers. It's a charge sniper. I'm gonna put this in chat, and you can just kind of
Oh.
watch it. It's a charge sniper that does massive damage and also allows you to have like this thermal scope to see through walls. It is legitimately built-in wall hacks. Where, yeah, you're
Oh
looking at it now. I
yeah.
don't know if you saw
I'm
footage of
looking at
this.
the red
The red
like
outline, yeah. It
and the box is what gets me. Like
It looks like wall hacks, but no, this is legitimately just part of the game, and he's shooting through like 6 walls.
Unreal.
It's crazy. So
Yeah,
Call of
that
Duty's never been
yeah.
like afraid to put something goofy or stupid in the game like that. It's never meant to be a
Oh,
realistic
of course.
shooter. The way
Yeah.
that people compare it to Battlefield is just unreasonable because Call of Duty's never been Battlefield. It's never been trying to take itself too seriously. You've got people running around quick scoping for Pete's sake, and like it's that halfway point between arcadey and a simulation, and that's just where it's at. And they've leaned even more into the arcade more recently because they found that that's where their money's being made, kind of letting Battlefield stay in its own lane. But this is just ridiculous. If I go onto the game during the beta and I'm dying to this thing, bro, I'm gonna have to get up and like walk away. I'm gonna have to take a
Gonna need to
lap.
cool down after that one. Yeah,
I'm gonna
for
have
sure.
I'm gonna need
Yeah.
to.
Now I just want a mode with that being the only gun. That's all I
Snipers
need.
only, everybody just staring at each other through the
Charge
walls.
snipers only. Nobody's moving. Everyone's just like
So it's a
aiming.
kill streak. I just looked into it. It is a kill streak, so it's not like everybody's gonna have that all the time. I completely understand if it's a kill streak. You want your kill streaks to feel overpowered. And so I
Yeah.
totally get that. I mean, looking back at like the old days of like MW2, the chopper gunner
Mm,
is a kill streak. You'd get 11 kills, you earn the chopper gunner, and it gets you another like 20 kills. Yeah, it's a little overpowered, but it's meant to be. It's supposed to make you feel powerful and reward
yeah.
you for going on streaks. So like on one hand, that's some scary looking gameplay, but on the other hand, oh, okay, he earned that ability, you know?
No.
And then what did you
Uh,
think of the zombies at least?
I liked zombies. I think that's something. As I had some people in my chat. Yeah, probably gonna like enjoy zombies. So
Mm-hmm. I've been
from what
playing
I saw, I
the
enjoyed it.
recent zombies on Black Ops 6 with Carly because she's always been a big zombies fan. And I really do
Oh,
like the guided mode where like if you want to do the bonus Easter egg or something, it'll give you like quests and have you do the walkthrough and step by step. It's great for the more casual player because I know people are very protective of their Easter eggs. But I really liked that part of it, and it also gave you like a new way to play zombies because I do like the round based zombies, and my heart's always been in round based zombies. But it is nice that they do have that ability to appeal to the casual player as well. So I'm hoping that comes back in Black Ops 7. They're boasting like the biggest zombies map yet, which I feel like they say every single year. But I think
sure.
more than anything, they don't need it to be big. They need it to have its own identity, and
Mm-hmm.
that's something that's really going to stick out. Something that the Call of Duty World at War and the Call of Duty Black Ops zombie maps had were a very specific identity that made people want to go back and play those again even after years later, or requesting
Yeah.
that ports of those maps get sent to like the newer games so they can be enjoyed again. But that's just what I'm hoping for. Is maybe not something
Sure.
that's too gimmicky or so large, but something that can just be iconic and stand on its own. Because that's what people really want from zombies.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So
Well, I'll definitely have to give it a try.
so here's my recommendation to you. If you're gonna play any version of Call of Duty Zombies, here go on Steam right now. You have Steam up. You got it open.
Yeah.
Okay. Type in store. Let me see if it's on sale. It might be. It isn't always, but it might be. Type in Black Ops 3 because the Black Ops it is on sale. It's $20. Or you
I
can get the Zombies
have it.
Chronicle for 30. Do you have it?
I I have it from Steam Family.
There you go. Well, if you
Black
have
Ops 3.
the
Black Ops 3.
opportunity, it
Yeah.
has not only like does Black Ops 3 have good standalone zombies, the online like workshop where people have been making their own zombie maps is probably
Hmm.
some of the best zombies you're ever going to play in your life. So, from a
Nice.
starting point, if you don't have a lot of zombies experience, I recommend downloading Black Ops 3, playing with a friend or two and just going through some of those maps and then some of the like additional like extra maps as well. But
You
Zombie
know what I find?
Chronicles, do you
Uh-huh.
have the Zombie Chronicles as well? Because that's the one.
I
That's
see like some zombies related DLC as available content as well. So like
mm-hmm.
that might be it. Yeah. I find it so interesting. This is totally random that I have Black Ops, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3. Like Black Ops and Black Ops 2 is like, oh, it's a tiny, cute little download, and then Black Ops 3 is like 100 gigs. Like that's when they
Yeah.
really started going
That's when
ham
they
on like the
started
content.
not compressing their files.
Yeah, yeah. So I just think that's funny. Yeah, but yeah, I already have it on
Yeah.
my library.
But something you'll notice, at least with Call of Duty Black Ops 3, is that a lot of their like DLC are additional paid for DLC. There was a shift in 2019. I know this very specifically. It was 2019
Okay.
where they went away from like the paid DLC packs to doing free updates like for seasons and then
Yeah.
allowing you to get free zombie maps with every update. So
Nice.
one good thing that Call of Duty did right is after they shifted to the new engine in 2019 and they started in the battle pass and the microtransactions, it allowed that you no longer had to pay for DLC. You would just get the free maps and the free zombies maps to play whenever you want, as long
Yeah.
as you own the game. So
Yeah.
that is one of the good things they did. Shout them out there.
There you go. There you go.
So with that being said, do you think you'd get Black Ops 7?
Do I think I would get Black Ops 7?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did receive a Twitch drop for the beta, so
I also have access to the beta.
you also have access to the beta.
What day does
so,
that start? That technically starts
tomorrow.
like tomorrow.
For
I'm
early
playing Ghost of
access, yeah.
Yote. It's fine. I actually
Yeah,
have like
play that first. Play that
I
first.
will find spots to do it. Maybe we'll play together. Maybe we'll take an evening on like Friday or Saturday to play together.
Could be like a weekend thing.
Yeah.
I have maybe a guest visiting, other reasons that I can't play over the weekend potentially, but
Mhm.
depends on timing. But we'll find time to play together,
Absolutely.
and I'm sure I'll stream it. Maybe like have chat involved. I have people asking me to like play with them.
Oh yeah.
So
And maybe we'll even do like a round of zombies together. I'd like that. It'll be a good way for you to dip your
that'd be
toes
cool.
into zombies. Not that I'm
Oh
too good. I'm
God.
not good at all. But like,
Oh God.
it's
Smirky and Call of Duty gaming is, I don't know if people would have put two and two together for that,
I
but
tried it a
years
long
ago.
time ago when I was
You
still
did.
like
You did.
prominently Megasnoop playing Toontown. I was like, I'll play a little bit of Call of Duty and did some zombies and played some Call of Duty online. And I'll tell you, like, it was the worst numbers I'd ever seen on Twitch in my life. And
Oh.
it's fine. I still had fun, but like you could go to like my Twitch stats and it'll be like Toontown at the top and you scroll all the way to the bottom and it's like
And
Call
there's
of
Call of
Duty
Duty.
at like minus followers and subscribers.
Oh
It's
no.
so
Oh
funny.
no.
But that
Yeah.
shouldn't defer you away because you never know who's gonna pop up in your chat. You never know if people are gonna latch onto it. Maybe the way that
Yeah.
you play it is actually gonna be gonna attract people.
Never know.
I think as
Never know.
long as you're having fun with it, that's the most important part.
Exactly.
So I'm definitely going to at least give it a shot. And
Hmm.
I don't know if I'll buy Black Ops 7, but I'm definitely interested in at least seeing what the beta has to offer. And
Yeah.
I don't know, like I always like trying to get keys for games, but it's always hard to like figure out how to get keys for these larger AAA studios because
Yeah, it can be tough.
number one, they really hide them. They don't come out and tell you where to get them. But then number two, they have like really big requirements where they're all like, oh, you're not 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that's small compared, for them. They're like, we need you to
Yeah.
have 1 million. What do you mean you're not getting 500 viewers per Twitch stream? Not good enough for us. So
Whatever, dude.
it's whatever. Whatever. I'm happy
Yeah.
with my Yuka replaylies and Little Nightmares 3.
Absolutely. Yeah, people, I absolutely like would love to work with people that like don't always just go off the numbers. So that's really where you get a lot of more fulfillment with your work anyway. So
Numbers don't always equal good content. Some of the best
true.
content has come from people with barely any followers. It's true.
Yeah.
Go searching for it. It's out there. It's specifically on youtube.com/Megasnoop.
There you go.
Maybe.
Or youtube.com/SpeedChat Plus.
Yo, Speed Chat Podcast. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Speaking of podcast, are we gaming? What's happening?
Yo, we are so gaming. Did we hit every single everything?
We did.
Wow. Well, I have a game for you because this is relevant
Okay.
to at least the thing that I'm recording. Because right now I'm putting a lot more focus onto YouTube. I don't think I can do weekly videos, but I'm trying really hard to at least do like bi-weekly videos and making them
Yeah.
like good long videos as well, like a good 10
Yeah.
to 20 minutes. And the one I'm working on right now is not just a contrast between Sonic Racing Cross Worlds and Mario Kart World. But like the progression of where they started with like the SNES with and like the Nintendo 64 with Sonic R versus Mario Kart 64, and going through
Yeah.
all the different ones throughout the years and how they always competed and how Mario continuously came out on top time and time again, right? So with that being said, I
Mm.
have what I like to call a tier list. And with that,
Oh,
and we are
all
going
right.
to collectively make sure that we agree on this. Tier list every single Mario Kart game.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right. So I'm gonna kind of rename these to like S and so S tier, A
A
tier,
tier, B
B
tier,
tier,
C
C
tier,
tier. C
F
tier doesn't
tier.
really mean bad game. It's just more average. It's okay. But
Yeah.
I am going to go first, and I'm going to preemptively take Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and put it up to S. How do
Oh
you
yeah,
feel
that's
about that?
obvious.
Let
Yeah,
me let me
obvious.
let me share my screen so that the people watching can see.
That's oh yeah, we should probably do that. Yeah, that's an obvious
I
one.
feel
I
like
mean, like,
that's the way you got to go. Is you got to put Mario Kart 8 Deluxe up there. It's the best one,
which
easily.
means that, preemptively we can also, knock out Mario Kart 8 first, because if Deluxe is S rank, then,
Then
you know,
then I would think this is like A, because like Mario Kart 8
yeah,
and 8 Deluxe. So 8 Deluxe, the reason why it's even up like an S is because of its DLC, the added
yeah,
characters and the added tracks. What I described
it
it
really
as in
brought
my
new life to
video,
the game.
it is
Yeah,
it is literally the ultimate library for Mario Kart, because not
it
only does it
is.
have all of the Mario Kart 8 tracks, it has some of the best tracks from all the previous Mario Kart games as well. Coconut Mall and Coconut Mall and Coconut Mall.
There you go. Yeah.
That's all you need,
Oh,
baby.
can we also preemptively put Mario Kart Wii in S tier?
And you saying S?
I think so. Like, it's just too iconic of a game
I
for
will
me.
too. I mean, it's almost like
Yeah.
you read my script before we got into this, because
I mean, like,
I
it's
made
just
this joke over and over again where I'm all like,
yeah.
Mario Kart Wii is the Mario Kart Wii of Mario Kart games, and then I get to Mario Kart 8, and I'm all like, this game is so good that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the Mario Kart Wii of Mario Kart games.
There you go. See, I was ahead of the script, so
It's
there you
like,
go.
that's
It's like I
crazy.
know. There's a couple other ones I could also preempt deal
I'd
with,
like to
but
put World in A if that's all right, because I don't think it's quite
okay,
S
yeah.
tier. I still think it's good. I know that you haven't had a whole lot of
Yeah,
experience with it, but you've played enough where it's fun, and you know that you
I
have
played,
fun with it.
yeah, I played a little bit of it. I don't own a Switch 2, but I've played here and there, and I've had fun with it. Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, like, maybe some people can argue for B if they, are just like kind of haters, but
And the thing
I
is, it's
think,
like you can
yeah.
still get the enjoyment out of it that you want. If you want a 3 lap race, it is kind of annoying to get to it, but yes, you can go enjoy your 3 lap race.
Here, I'll say the difference between uh it being a B rank and an A rank is music that comes from Rainbow Road, or that finale course or whatever.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty top freaking S rank music. So that's what gives it the edge. You know
What
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
gonna say is the Knockout Tour game mode is phenomenal and one of the best game modes I've seen in any racing game ever. Like, that's
Ooh, yeah.
genius, and I'm surprised that no other racing game has ever thought about it. And
Mm-hmm.
so like these are S tier ideas that are put into like a B tier game that brings it up to A
Yeah.
tier.
Yeah.
Like the free roam mode, the knockout
Uh-huh.
tour, these are great things, but then it's like it's missing the item select or your general like 3 lap races in a Grand Prix. It has great ideas and it just didn't execute them all great. So it sits in A because it's just so far on the spectrum that it evens out, you know?
Yeah. So with the rest of the games,
Mm-hmm.
I want to um preempt that my first ever game that I played was Double Dash Onward, and I
Ooh,
have
Double
had a
Dash is
chance.
so good.
And that for me, that's S rank. And then I would
You
also
want to
say
put that in
Superstore.
S?
I think it's really good. I played it a lot
I
as a
played
kid.
it recently because I needed footage for my video, and it is really good. I mean, it. The thing is it's limiting. There's only so many courses and so many characters and everything that I would still put it in A because it is really good. But if you want to put it in S, we can put it in S if you're
Look,
100% on this.
I mean, like, I'm biased because I would get haircuts as a kid growing up, and one game that they had, like, they had GameCube stations at the like waiting room and also at the haircut stations, and like Double Dash was always on there. It was just iconic for me that like A and
A and a
what category?
half. We're gonna
A
put
and
it
a
in A and a
half.
half.
Okay, fine. I think
It's at the bottom
no,
of S, but at the top of A.
in my heart, it's like an S. If you had to give it an S minus, maybe I could live with that.
S minus. There you go.
Or A plus or whatever. Okay.
A and a
Nah,
half.
don't take it seriously. Nah, Double Dash is
This is all
absolutely
for fun.
goated. Yeah, it is.
All right,
I
then
think
we
Double
got
Dash
some
is
more
goated.
of the odd obscure ones, right? Like I
Yeah,
know
so
Mario Kart 64. Did you ever get a chance to play that?
I've not, but
Okay.
I don't know.
So
You take charge.
some of these are on like the Nintendo Online family that you
Yeah,
could do if you download the Nintendo 64 or the SNES. So I did
yeah.
play this one recently. Might get into ruffle some people's feathers. I do think it's a B. It's
Oh,
good. It is definitely it's like the first 3D Mario Kart where it starts to cement some of its good ideas, but it's just obviously not as good as A. It's obviously not as good as World. You can like it, that's fine, but obviously it was made several years ago. We're not looking in contrast of like what kind of impact it had then. We're looking in contrast of I picked up the game yesterday and it's clearly just not as good.
so if someone unfriends you on Toontown tomorrow, next week you'll know.
If somebody unfriends me on Toontown tomorrow, I won't know until next year.
Fair enough. I also haven't played the original Mario, so
Which is so that's
that's
this one. Is that the SNES one?
I assume so.
Because
So
I don't
that's
see any others
something.
on here. So this one's got to be the SNES one. I'm gonna put
Okay.
that one in C because it is like 2D and flat, and it is hard. It is a difficult
Hey,
game.
hey.
I
Now,
see where the roots came from,
hey,
but if you're playing it right now, the
hey.
turning is terrible.
You can't complain about 2D and flat Mario games. So goated. So like,
Well, you
you
cut out.
know.
What did you say? What's so
Oh,
goaded?
sorry. When the Paper Mario series is so goated,
Paper
you can't
Mario is
just
pretty
say
goaded.
it's 2D, it's flat, C rank,
But
you
it's a
know? Like,
3D environment that you're playing in 2D. No, I get it though. It's in comparison to the
yeah.
rest of these though. It's just obviously so much worse.
For Super Circuit, I would also maybe throw it at like B or C, probably B rank.
Where's
The first one.
this one?
Yeah. The Game Boy
I'll
one.
put it in B because it's like
I think
it's still
that's also
2D, but
B.
it still functions more as a 3D on the Game Boy
Yeah.
Advance. That one's also tough. I didn't play
Yeah.
that one. I should
Yeah, it
probably
is.
like at least get some footage
I
for it.
I remember playing it back on like my Nintendo DS or 3DS or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we do have
back
two
in the day.
DS ones here. There's the Mario Kart DS and then Mario Kart
I
7.
I love the DS ones. Not S rank, but like I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like those two games were pretty fun for me. I'll say.
Do you actually remember the difference between the two? Because I'm gonna be honest, I do not.
So Mario Kart DS was on the DS. Mario Kart 7 was on the 3DS.
Ah,
So that's when like gliders also, I believe, were introduced as well.
gotcha.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
as
I can
well, I
see it
think
like
Mario
on the
Kart
little thing.
Wii,
It's
and
got the
then
glider.
yeah, it definitely takes a lot of inspiration from Wii. Mario Kart Wii has a lot of the inspiration for it. You'll notice similar sounds and stuff like that. Um, and it's on the 3DS. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, do you want to put like 7 in A and then DS and B?
I would put hmm. I'm thinking. I, ooh, man, I don't know. I feel like both games are great. I feel like DS was a little more iconic for me than Mario Kart 7
Maybe
though.
swap it? Because I
I'd
don't have.
say
I
so.
remember playing one of these. I had one of these, but I couldn't
Yeah.
remember which one it was because to me they were interchangeable.
Yeah, I feel happy with that. I feel happy with that.
And then we don't really need
Yeah.
an F tier. I'm just gonna make this the question mark tier because what the heck are even
Wait,
these? Like I know what some of them
wait,
are, right?
whoa. Come
But
on, you're throwing the arcade games down there?
okay, no,
Like,
we'll put some of the arcade games. I do remember. I think it's this one. This is the one I always play at Dave and Buster's, right? Like that one's solid. I'll give it a B.
Yeah, you have like the arcade DX down there. You have the yeah, like
Yeah, I
you
put that
got
up.
some.
It's up there now. Home
Well, there's the
Circuit
one
is
with
that one that like it's the actual physical car and you need to set up a course around your house, but
yes.
nobody I know has a big enough house to actually do that.
Yeah, I've never played that one.
Mm-hmm.
But Pac-Man is on that one, the arcade one.
This one.
Arcade GP or DP or something
This
like
one,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
this one says GP.
Uh, I'd maybe also throw that in B. Like it,
Okay,
like the art.
yeah. The arcade games are fun.
I'd say the arcade games are fun. They're all right. Yeah,
What
they're
is this?
nothing too
Mario
crazy.
Kart VR?
Yeah,
Mario
I
I
don't
know
know what
Mario
that
Kart
is.
Tour and Mario Kart like Home Circuit are very similar.
That is yeah, Mario Kart VR, Mario Kart Arcade GP VR. It's an arcade version.
I've never played it, have you?
No,
Okay, it has to stay in question mark. Not that question
it
mark's
does.
bad, it's just huh? What
And
even
then
is this? A Mario
I
Kart
assume
something too?
Mario Kart
It's a
Arcade.
JPEG.
It's Mario Kart Arcade GP2. It's also an arcade game of
I'll put that
Mario
up
Kart.
in B as well. How's that sound? Because the
Yeah,
arcade games are always solid.
I don't have the personal like comparison of like the different arcade versions in my head right now, but
Mm-hmm.
like I mean
I
they
just know that
were
that's the one game I actually play at Dave and Buster's.
yeah, like they were coming out in the early 2000s, so they're iconic for some kids that like, would go into the arcade and hop on the station. I would always hop into them.
And
You
you
could
know what? Yeah, I would
probably
put them on
yeah.
the same vein as like Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart 7. I think
Yeah,
that
I
Mario Kart
agree.
7 pick is going to get some people antsy, but that's all right.
No,
We've
I
got
mean,
Double
hey,
Dash
no,
where it belongs.
listen, Mario Kart 7 is a really I played a lot of that game as well. So like don't get me wrong at all. But
Mm.
yeah, I'd say it's a solid list, honestly.
All right, guys, leave a comment. Tell us how wrong we are, but we're not wrong about
Yes,
Mario Kart
please.
Wii and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That I will, to my grave, those are S tier.
Listen, if y'all are screaming at me in the comments, I got the Sonic Racing game on my shirt today, so like I
I
have
love
my
that.
defenses. Yeah. I came prepared, so y'all can rescind your hate comments today. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, we'll just about
Yeah.
wrap it up here, though. Do you have any specific game shout outs? Anything you've been playing lately that you think everybody else should go play?
What have I not shout out is the question.
Mm-hmm.
Some games that I
What's on that?
re-downloaded onto my new PC, I can shout out some of those real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I know
these are
you were
some games
playing the
I
Hot Shots Golf, and that's a good one to shout out for sure. With
yeah,
Pac-Man.
yeah. There are some games I want to get around to. I guess I'll just like shout out some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I re-downloaded a bunch of the Sonic games, of course, including Sonic Rumble, which we have no idea when that actually is coming out this year, except for the fact that it's this year. And every time they post a community announcement in the Discord, it gets met with clown reaction emojis and thumbs down emojis because they like forget about that game or whatever.
That's great.
Whatever. So that's fine. Shout out Super Animal Royale. Like battle royale game. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out the Plucky Squire, great adventure.
That is a good game. I've platinumed
Devolver
it. It's good.
Devolver cooked with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Shinobi Art of Vengeance because Sega also sent me a key for that, and
Hmm.
I redeemed it on Steam, so I still haven't gotten around to it. But the demo
I saw
was
that on the list, and I
awesome.
was like, I
Yeah.
didn't even know what it was. So I didn't apply.
Oh
But
man, it's the demo was fantastic.
mm-hmm.
I knew that I wanted to get the game. I wanted the key. So, um, shout out ukulele. Shout out Date Everything. I re-downloaded that. I've already shout that out in a past episode. Shout out to the demo for a fun rhythm game called Bits and Bops, which I have played at numerous gaming events, and I love it every rhythm. It gives Rhythm Heaven vibes. So I love Bits and Bops. So shout out to them, and also shout out Little Kitty Big. That's all I got.
Oh, Little Kitty Big City is so good. I will give my shout out specifically to the ukulele family. I just went through and played the first one again. I still think it holds up. I think it's good. Going back to it after so long, I do see the glaring issues. The lighting is really weird. the controls can be a little janky. Like it's hard to stay straight when you're moving sometimes because the camera takes it upon itself to adjust without you wanting it
Yeah.
to. And then like there's just like too much open space in some places that definitely could be confined. But otherwise,
Yeah.
it's still a great game, and I'm really excited for the remake, which is coming out in a week. Yooka Replayly, huge shout out to that. But
Yes.
most importantly, shout out Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which is their kind of Donkey Kong Country successor that came out several
Oh,
years ago. That is still a phenomenal game, and if you haven't picked up that one, definitely play that one.
there you go.
So there you go.
Oh, shout out to Legends EA for coming out this month.
True, that's also coming out. That's in 2 weeks from the day that this is being uploaded. So
There you go. Lots of games this fall. So,
it's
and
all
that autumn
condensed
sale.
right there at the beginning of
Yeah,
October, and then I have like a
I
free
know.
couple of weeks, and then like mid-November is Black Ops 7 and SpongeBob Titans of the Tide. five
Oh my God!
days,
Shout out SpongeBob Titans of the Tide. Oh my God, I'm excited.
five days
I'm
from each
excited.
other. So
Oh man, it's oh gosh. How much is that game?
it's supposed to be 40, I'm pretty sure.
It's on sale, 10% off on Steam, probably because of the autumn sale. But yeah, if you want it for $36,
Ooh,
can get those
wow.
savings. It's not even out yet, right? Oh wait, oh, you can pre-order,
Yeah, you
pre-order.
can
That's
pre-order. So they're allowing you to pre-order it for like
a
cheaper, I guess,
discount.
right?
That's kind of dope, actually, low-key. Yeah,
Nice.
might consider it. I don't know yet. Or maybe I'll just wait for a key. Shout out Repo for being $7. And if you want to get some of the other SpongeBob games, they're also like 75% off. So go get those.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just absolute banner of games that are like on sale. So go get the games.
Go get them. All
Go
right,
get
but
them.
we'll
Yeah.
leave you guys here with that. We hope you guys enjoyed. Leave some comments, leave some likes, all that jazz. And we'll see you guys next week, hopefully with some good news. Like Xbox lowered all its prices. Yay, let's go.
Yay.
Maybe.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
bye
Maybe.
guys. See ya. Bye.